Nobody ever cares about me. How the sweat of a murderer's hands grip my neck. Nobody ever cares about me. Everybody wants to pull a trigger nowadays from their triggers being pulled on, but nobody knows the amount of blood I taste, the amount of blood I see from what is labeled by my wrongdoings. Everybody want to ban me instead of press charges against those who release such agony. I mean, I'd happily surrender myself to save a life instead of taking it if I could, but my molestation from these murderous hands go overlooked. I become numb myself, like the victims targeted by my bullets. I feel so used to be a part of such dirty work. Then after they finished, I go dirtier. No one man should have all that pow, pow, power, triggering populations, pow, pow, powerless, because my bullets be the periods to end one's life sentence, regardless of how periods grant women power to birth a new life sentence. While weapons weep wrongdoings, we can never attend the funerals we caused. Maybe this is all my fault. Maybe I was showing too much of my frame and that made them want to touch me more. They wanted to feel my click, 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 sexualizing me like a clit, fingertips on my nerve endings so they can end someone else's nerve endings. After these murderers say hello to my little friend when faced with a target, new scars of fear surface on their faces. Now these victims got scar faces and their family scarred for life. Sometimes I just want to pull my own trigger on some trigonometry and shoot myself once held at the right angle. Maybe the damages of these bodies would decrease if I dangle myself. Does suicide become less selfish if it's for the greater good? No. My mama, who's a pistol, would be pissed off at me for thinking such a thing, but my daddy, who's a rifle, would tell me to take what's rightfully mine, even if it's my own inanimate life. But what if my duty as a gun is to save lives, not take them? What if I'm actually worth more than the wicked who leaves me winded and their targets winded? Sometimes I see organs flying in the wind. Did I stutter? Or did you pull my trigger? You know, the one in front of the gun don't always shake in fear. You know, some of us are scared of our own power. I try to hold my own breath so these victims can still release theirs, but it's hard holding your own breath when you were manufactured without one. I know I'm not the only gun who thinks this. Why you think some of us jam, but jamming don't always save the innocent who just be jamming to the music in their headphones? I'm sorry I couldn't save you. Now your headphones ring gun tones. On behalf of every gun I know, just know we didn't ask to sign our names on dead bodies that frame us for splashing them in red caskets.